I remember receiving the gift of thanks. I was not so sure about how it worked, but I knew I had to open my mouth and speak for the Spirit to give me utterance, and surely it did. I could have kept my lips closed, waiting for some invasion, but the Spirit of God needed me to open my mouth, and then He took over and gave me utterance. This is the same way it works for every aspect of our life. If you are confused about a matter, the Holy Spirit wants that you talk to Him about it, and He will provide the wisdom. So many times we stay too long worrying, thinking, and planning, while God's Spirit beckons us to get Him involved. But how many of us ever do that? On some days when I have trouble praying, I easily find myself wanting to slug and stay in bed all day. However, the moment I take the first step into initiate communion, it is always very beautiful to see the Holy Spirit take over and supply me with so much strength, which I could never have been capable of. He leads us to the extent to which we choose to follow Him. If we do not let Him, even when He attempts to lead us, we will never know it, and we must be open to the leading of God's Spirit. Every time I study the book of Acts, all I see are the adventures of men who live very reliant on the Holy Spirit. They made a few mistakes here and there, but they never got stuck doing their own thing. They always pay attention to God's Spirit and yield to His leading. One time, Apostle Paul was going from place to place, preaching the good news. Still, in his attempt to enter about 2 cities, the Holy Spirit prevented him from going there till he finally got the leading to go down to Macedonia. Had Paul been walking by his own leading, he would have been walking out of God's will for him at that time. But thankfully, he knew to allow the Holy Spirit to take over his life and ministry. I used to hear that prayers and walking with God always set you on the right path. It sounded quite fascinating to me, but now, when I look back at the paths I have taken and the opportunities I come in contact with, even without premeditating them, it stands true. God really sorts us out when we allow Him to take over the steering of our life. This knowledge makes me boldly say, I can never be out of God's will for my life because surely He leads me as long as I am willing to allow Him. You may be blocking the Holy Spirit in many ways than you can imagine or admit, but one way to know this is to be very sincere with Him and yourself. What is that one thing you know you have not surrendered to God. Your finances, academics, choice of a life partner, or just anything. You are so set on your own goals and expectations that no matter what God says, you are not turning back on it. Or rather than ask what God would have you do. You have your plans all drawn out, and all you want God to do is agree to your terms and conditions. Know that the Holy Spirit has been given to do life with you to the extent you submit your life to Him. He knows what's best for you, and when you allow Him, He will give you only the best beyond that which you can figure out for yourself. So, allow Him to help you with everything. God bless you.